Jesse Eisenberg loved the role of Lex Luthor, but critics of Dawn of Justice turned the dream role into a career the actor never saw coming. Hello, viewers. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. A conversation about the superhero genre will always be incomplete if it doesn't talk about Zack Snyder and his contribution to DC. While everyone is entitled to their own opinion, you can't deny that the director's vision was very refreshing when it came to bringing these superheroes to life. Whether it's Henry Cavill, Jesse Eisenberg, or Gal Gadot, he's done his best to do justice to these characters, even if some don't think so. Of course, his actors have talked about working in the DCEU, including Jesse Eisenberg, who played Lex Luthor in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and had a cameo role in Justice League. Although he has nothing but praise for the film, he admitted that it damaged his career in a drastic way and has no one to blame but himself. Detailing some of his most famous characters with GQ, Lex Luthor couldn't be skipped. While Jesse Eisenberg's portrayal has received mixed reviews, there are many who believe this was one of the best portrayals of the villain. He was first seen as Lex Luthor in Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, 2016. Speaking of the role, Eisenberg had a lot to say about it, and it was all good. He stated that his role in the film was wonderfully written and distinctive, and that he loved doing it. Speaking about the intimate, emotional experience he had despite working on a multi-million-dollar set and in front of a green screen, Eisenberg said, "Usually you're sitting in front of the camera, doing a scene, thinking about your character's inner life and emotional experience. This doesn't really change if there's a huge green screen and a styrofoam Batcave behind you. The job is the same, it's a kind of intimate, emotional experience." He also praised the craftsmen involved in crafting Dawn of Justice who brought every set piece, prop, and panel to perfection. Eisenberg clearly loved his time on Zack Snyder's set. He wasn't the only DCU representative. Henry Cavill once told Fox 5 that he really enjoyed working on the Snyder Cut and thought it was a great way for Zack to get his version of the story out, and it's important to do that as well. He added that there is a wonderful tenderness in the film that he considers essential to representing Superman. Gal Gadot also endorsed the Snyder Cut when she tweeted #ReleaseTheSnyderCut via IGN in 2019. Despite his praise of the film, he once admitted that BVS simply didn't produce positive results for himself. As we all know, the film was met with poor reviews and harsh criticism, and unfortunately, Eisenberg's Lex Luthor was dragged into the chaos. The actor sat down on the Armchair Expert podcast where he talked about it all. He mentioned, "I was in this Batman movie and the Batman movie was very poorly received. I've never said this before, and it's embarrassing to admit, but I really think it hurt my career in a real way because I was received poorly for something so public." He added that he does not blame anyone but himself for the criticism he received, saying, "And I loved the movie and I did it and everything. So I feel like the blame lies only with myself. It's not like they did me wrong. No, I say, oh, I think I made a mistake there." While Eisenberg cherishes his role and the opportunity to play Lex Luthor, he candidly acknowledges the impact the criticism has had on him and takes his part in the outcome with humility. Henry Cavill's acting career has been criticized for lacking major hits, but upcoming projects Warhammer 40K and Highlander may change that. Hello, viewers. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. Henry Cavill is one of the most handsome and chivalrous men in the entirety of Hollywood's entertainment industry, but his acting career hasn't been all that bright. Even though fans adore him for his praiseworthy personality and ripped physique like that of a Greek god, the 41-year-old actor has been at the receiving end of much criticism over his on-screen performances. While Cavill has earned a place among famous franchises like the DCU and even the MCU, if you count his cameo in Deadpool 3, his acting career still seems to be lagging drastically, with him being criticized for having one of the worst major star careers in Hollywood. That said, now it's up to Warhammer 40K and Highlander to help him put an end to this very criticism. Although Henry Cavill is worthy of all the love and praise he gets from his fans worldwide, the same can't be said for his acting career. Despite being best known as a leading actor, the Argylle star has still been met with more than a few disappointments with his entertainment pieces, which has led to fans deeming he has one of the worst major starring careers in Hollywood. As Reddit r/Knights of Fellini concluded while studying his career highlights, there have hardly been any great projects that have starred him in a major role and have performed outstandingly at the global box offices. This leads to the question, is this one of the worst major, high-profile studio runs? Because Cavill has maybe 2 great projects in there, a few successes, and otherwise just a barren wasteland in his acting career. Here's a detailed analysis of the same. Cavill's highest-grossing films include Man of Steel from 2013, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice from 2016, Justice League from 2017, and Mission: Impossible – Fallout from 2018, each of which made $667.9 million, $872 million, $655.9 million, and $786.6 million respectively from global box offices, via the numbers. And that's actually pretty much it if considering films that actually turned out to be profitable considering their budgets. What's even more surprising is that in only one of these films, Man of Steel, has Cavill starred in the lead, while the remaining of them have seen him either leading the film in an ensemble or playing the big bad, as in Mission: Impossible – Fallout. As the Redditor criticized, his tenure in the DCEU was filled with one alright film and remaining total disasters and ending on a terrible cameo. Then there's The Witcher, which had an average first season, alright at best, and then it kept getting progressively worse. Adding to these are his other projects like Cold Light of Day, Night Hunter, Argylle, and Immortals, all of which have been deemed disasters and huge flops, judging merely from the reviews. On a brighter note, he has had supporting roles in pieces like Stardust, Mission: Impossible, Fallout, and the Enola Holmes film series, and most of them have been successful. Not to mention, there's The Man from UNCLE as well, which was also deemed a commendable watch by many. That said, it's unarguable that, especially leading solo, Henry Cavill hasn't starred in all those commendable projects. To get rid of this criticism, he needs quite a few major hits, and currently, Warhammer 40K and Highlander are expected to do the deed. For one, the former is pretty much Cavill's passion project, since he has long let fans know just how big of a nerd he is of the video game and how authentic he wants this piece to be. As for the latter, the reboot film is set to star him in the lead as Connor MacLeod, being tamed by Chad Stahelski, so it might as well be expected to do more good to Cavill's career than not. While Henry Cavill himself seems to be trying his best to score major roles that help him establish his name and game in Hollywood as one of the best stars to date, this criticism is as strong as ever. If anything, especially after the massive box office disappointments that were Argylle and the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, fans can't help but agree he isn't a box office draw. Taking to the comment section of the Reddit post, here's what they have to say. All of this being said, it's unarguable that fans have high hopes with both Warhammer 40K and the Highlander reboot film, especially with the former, for that movie will reportedly allow more creative control to Cavill, allowing him to be more faithful to the source material, being the nerd that he is. Either way, with the stakes being high, it remains to be seen how both of these projects turn out to be.